Hi, if you've been wondering how some of your favorite moguls on the internet are super successful, it seems like that their success came overnight. They'll tell you how, oh, we just launched this new program and we made $50,000 in the first 2 hours, or we made $1 million in the first week of launching this new program. If you're sitting back and scratching your scalp and wondering how in the world did they make that happen? I'm going to tell you how. But before we get into that, allow me to introduce myself. If you're new here, bonjour. My name is Maria Lloyd. I am the owner of a marketing firm named Opens Clicks Cash. I am also the author of a book titled Words Are Wealth. I'm on a personal mission to help as many small business owners as possible reach their first six figures in business. If this mission resonates with you, I want to invite you to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel, and make sure that you hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified when my team and I post new content. Now, let's get into how these moguls online seem to be cashing in really quickly. So, here's the first thing: if you don't have money, I'll repeat, if you don't have money, and when I say money, meaning like, money in excess, right? Where if you lost $100,000, you wouldn't cry about it, it wouldn't bother you. You have to have a large sum of disposable income. And again, I know large is different for everybody. We'll just say for the purpose of this video, $100,000 or more, right? Then you are going to have to do what 99.9% of people do when it comes to being successful in business, and that is invest the time. See, that's the dirty secret that all of these internet moguls don't really share, right? They'll share the outcome of what occurred as a result of consistent effort over 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. You'll see the outcomes and it'll be like, oh my gosh, how did they do that? It's like overnight success, when in fact, it's not overnight success. These people have been building for a number of years. And again, unless you have an excess amount of disposable income, meaning at least $100,000 that you would not miss, trust me when I say that the odds of you being able to launch a brand new product or service and make $1 million without an existing audience, without an email list, without any, again, existing notoriety over a period of time, I'm telling you, it's virtually slim to none. It doesn't mean it's not possible, but the dirty secret to all of the success of the moguls that you're seeing online is the fact that they stuck with it over an extended period of time. Okay. So keep that in mind. You've got to build up your business brick by brick. It doesn't happen overnight. The success will not happen overnight. It doesn't mean that you have to invest 10, 20 years, right? But you do need to invest the time, and you've got to invest the time in being consistent. All right. So, again, that dirty secret to how your favorite internet moguls are cashing in a moment's notice is the fact that they've invested the time. Even with myself, one of the stories I love to share is how me and a former business partner made over $100,000 in 10 days after launching. And the reality is, it's because that business partner had built a database of contacts over a period of time, right? So this was not an overnight success. It seemed like it was an overnight success. And in some regards, one could argue, well, yeah, that was a very quick turnaround, which it was in comparison to other programs and products that this particular former business partner had launched in the past. So, in that regard, in comparison to what that individual did in the past versus what we did together, yes, it was very quick. But again, the reality is the foundation had been built over a period of years. And so we cannot neglect that. We cannot forget that. It's very important that you realize that although we're in this microwave society where everything is needing to be done like yesterday, that's not how the real world works. In the real world, it takes a bit of time, it takes some consistency. Now, thanks to artificial intelligence, perhaps now the time can be reduced substantially. But you've got to invest the time even in feeding the algorithms or feeding the technology the information that it needs to produce the content or the output that you're seeking. So, again, it still requires time. And if you don't have time, you've got to have the money. All right. So, I hope that you found this video informative. I know that sometimes when you are actively building something, you can feel a little discouraged because you're looking at your colleagues, you're looking at people that you admire, and it seems like they're able to just, put their magic touch on it and it just explodes right away. But I want to encourage you and let you know that the reason why it appears that way is not because they're just lucky or not even that they're the smartest person. It's because they have been consistent. They've invested the time and or they've invested an excess amount of money. So, as always, I want to thank you for being here. I would love to hear your take on this. Please feel free to drop your comments below. And as I always say, content is currency and words are wealth. I'll check back in with you again soon. Peace.